Hi everyone, I'm Thornton, and you know, the thing about all these positive and inspirational videos I put out there is that loads of people assume that I never have a bad day. And that's not true, because that's life. And you find me the most motivational, inspirational, positive thinking speaker, mentor, coach, enlightened person, and I promise you that every now and then they'll have a day where they wake up and just feel a bit crap and don't want to get out of bed. The difference is that we choose not to stay in that space. And you know what? That doesn't always come naturally. You have to train yourself to get into a positive mindset. You have to learn to be in control of the thoughts that are entering your head and what happens with them. You have to start to control your emotional state. And that does take practice. You know, it's like joining a gym. If you go and join a gym and then you never actually go to work out, but that card just sits in your wallet, it's not going to do you any good, is it? And if all you ever do to remain positive is every now and then watch one of my videos or maybe do a positive meditation, if it's not part of your routine, that's not going to help you either. That's going to be like that wasted gym card. It has to be part of your mentality to try and hold on to and find that positive state. And sometimes doing it for ourselves isn't enough. Sometimes, if we don't yet love ourselves enough, if we don't care about ourselves enough to make that change, we're not going to do it. So maybe find a cause bigger than you. Maybe it's your kids, or your partner, or your family, or maybe it's a community cause you get involved in, or a charity, or your business. Find something bigger than you that means that you need to hold on to that positive state if you're not going to do it enough just for yourself. And you know what? Then there are things to do. You need to start recognizing those negative thoughts when they start to enter your head. You need to get to the point where you can spot them before you adopt that emotional state. When that hits, there are a number of ways you can get out of it. I've spoken before about movement. When that dark place hits, movement can be massive. Turn the volume up, dance around your living room like a lunatic, sing, go for a walk, anything to just move so you're not sitting in that negative space. Because you know what, whenever depression and a dark mood hits, if you continue to sit in it, that eventually becomes a habit, and then you become habitually depressed, habitually down, and that's a lot harder to break once it gets into a habit. So what are the steps? Recognise those thoughts when they start coming into your head before they start to filter down into your heart and body and create that entire body depressive state. If you find yourself slumping in a negative posture, move, sit up straight, breathe, fill up from the abdomen, not just from the chest. Move out of it. 2, when you've spotted it, start to work out what triggered that so that you can be aware. You can spot that thought in future before it hits and start to train yourself to dodge it, to dodge the depression before it takes hold. 3, more of that movement. Force the smile, dance about, do whatever. 4, change your outlook. Start to think about something that really matters to you. Again, whether it's that cause, whether it's your family, whether it's your kids. Start to create a positive habit to replace the depressive habit. Start to train your brain, to train your emotions, that whenever that dark place starts to walk down the road towards you, you immediately switch into the more positive states. It sounds easy. It's not, but I promise that if you go into training to be in a more positive state, you can do it, because so much of the world around us is created by our thoughts and by our perception. And if you want to be in a better world, in a better personal bubble, you've got to create it. Nobody's going to do it for you. It all starts in here. I'm Thornton. I hope that's been helpful. If you want to get in touch, you can find me through my Facebook page, through Twitter, through LinkedIn. Look me up, or even find the website www.tazthornton.com.